You have a tanpura with you. You go with the tanpura, sit on the stage, close your eyes, and till the tanpura syncs with your breath, and it all becomes one. You wait till that moment to happen, and once that happens, then you get your flow. So since you're talking about this music and then the connection, there's something about the flow, and Norman Foster was once talking about it, and he does a lot of skiing. He participates in those events. So he was saying that there's this one of these events when everyone is on the top of that hill, and then there's the snow, going across. And there are hundreds of skiers, they are all, and at a moment, all of them start skiing down the slope. And he says, in spite of such big crowd, you will notice somebody who is skiing at such ease, and finally you try to track him and find out he would be one of those Olympic gold medalists. Just stands out within the whole crowd. So it's about having that flow, And then they say it's a ability of a person to perform at ease. And all these great stars, whether on the stage or while playing cricket on the field, they go into the flow and then they start performing at ease. And that's where the challenge and the skill, it start coinciding in such a way that you lose. It's like a meditation. Then you lose your sense and you start. The creativity starts flowing, and you always wonder how would you do it in architecture when you're sitting on your board and then you start sketching. Would you be able to get into that zone where it starts, and you would want that to happen? It doesn't happen so often, but when it happens, it feels absolutely wonderful. So I was listening to this Mahesh Kale's talk. He's one of those musicians. And this one student, one girl, she says that when I'm performing myself, I'm perfectly at ease, but the moment I go onto the stage, I start feeling as if I'm being watched and I can't perform to the level which I would like to be. And I think that's the problem all of us have. So he gives one wonderful answer. He says that you have a tanpura with you. You go with the tanpura, sit on the stage, close your eyes, and till the tanpura syncs with your breath, and it all becomes one. You wait till that moment to happen, and once that happens, then you get your flow, and then it's like, as I say, it becomes a meditation. Then the whole thing flows. So being aware of making your body part of that whole rhythm is something which is extremely wonderful.
So just in terms of the flow, I mean, how I look at it as we can look at it in two ways. What's coming to my mind. One is you have, architecturally speaking, like you have a client and their ideas somehow at some point coincide with yours, and then the project has a life of its own.
Yeah.
Another way to look at it is there is a site, there is a context, and we start building something with it. And sometimes intentionally or unintentionally, the building becomes part of it. So how would you look at it as if you have to apply this particular idea into an architectural concept?
Yeah, actually, that's probably the most difficult thing is the building should belong to the site. It should rest there at ease. I'm the same thing what we're talking about, to be able to perform at these. It's the same thing if architecture can do that. That the firm will sits onto the ground. It's rests with such grace and such elegance that it becomes part of it. And you say that the whole place is incomplete without that building. So that is something which you will always want to happen, but there are a lot of constraints. Sometimes you go there on the site and then you stand there and close your eyes and you feel what should come there. But it's not that you are doing it for your financial constraints. You got technological constraints, services. So put all those in the bylaws. So put all those layers together and try to weave the whole thing and make it work. Is that's a challenge which is not just architecture. Every profession has those challenges, and that's what makes it interesting. Otherwise, how boring.